welcome back to Lamatique. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Today I have two Alice in Wonderland kits. They're really big, so I thought I'd just do a video showing what comes in them. I have other kits listed on my store. They're smaller kits. If you want to check those out too, there's a lot of Disney ones, but these are some really big Alice in Wonderland kits. So I wanted to go through and show you what you get. So I have this one is closed up already, but I also have a tray so I can show you what comes in each part. So here you can see there's a bunch of bling and different charms, buttons, and beads. So for a closer look, I've got all these beads, and then like I included one little clamshell bead for the oysters. There's a bunch of flowers and blue butterflies. There's a few hearts of different colors, a couple black stars. So it's done in mostly like red, black, blue, yellow. There are a few different color. Like I got some green flowers. I got a bunch of different color flowers in there. Maybe I'll bring it closer so you can see. And then there is a bunch of gems. All those little gems. There is a bunch of charms. So there's a little bunny. There is these two little mushrooms on the wire. A couple of these little resin charms. This is a button, but it's a clock face. This one comes with the letter Q. The other kit has the letter A. So there are a few differences. Otherwise, a lot of things are the same. Both kits come with the white and the red rose, because they were painting the white roses red. Both comes with a key. Each key is different though. So this one has like this key. The button's a big flower button, a couple gears, and then there are all these wooden pieces. So we have two different hearts, a bunny, a couple butterflies, a couple different flowers, little rose, another flower, a clock face, a little heart like doily, and then there is one little wooden with the heart on it peg. So all of these will come in that kit. Like I said, both kits are pretty much the same, except for like the A is different, but the buttons are pretty similar, if not the same. They are similar in size and color. So that is that portion. So there's like two. Oh, the bunnies are slightly different too. So there are two different bunnies. Slightly different, but still a white little bunny. Then there is this package. Oh, I'm sorry. The wood ones will come like this, but it'll all be packaged together. So that was the wood pieces. Now I have a hardware sleeve too, and that will come with 4 metal book corners. One second. Okay. It will come with the 4 metal book corners. It will come with a bunch of hardware. So a keychain loop, the larger lobster claw. It will come with 2 smaller lobster claws, different sizes. A bunch of jump rings in different sizes. So there's 2 little tiny jump rings, 4 medium ones, and 2 larger ones. So you can make with all your charms in that. There are 2 of the eye pins to make a beaded charm, or however you want to use all your little charms. And then there are a bunch of little bolt clips. So there's like 2 yellow, 2 pink, 2 blue, 2 black, and 2 gold. That's in one little bag. Then in the next bag you will have 4 of these larger brads and 2 of the little teeny brads. And then in the last one will be like paper clips. This will be on the outside at the top there. So you get one of those big bolt clips, 2 little tiny clothespin clips, 2 large yellow paper clips, 2 blue, 2 red, 2 purple, and 2 black paper clips. And those are the regular size paper clips. So that will all come packaged like that. Let me move this out of the way. Like I said, there will be the bunny, and then there will be some twine wrapping everything up. So this is like 1.5 yards of the red and white twine. Then you'll have a package like this, and inside that package will be this stuff here. So that's what the package will look like. But put that twine out of the way. But inside you will get, I believe there is at least 2 yards, if not 3 yards, of this eyelash trim. 2 yards of purple yarn. 2 yards of blue yarn. 2 yards of red yarn. 2 yards of this other purple. Those are for the Cheshire. And 2 yards of this yellow. So there's like the Alice. And then the queen color. You'll get one of these lace butterflies. A piece of this with the flowers. And I believe there are 10 flowers. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, it'll be 10 flowers. Little lace daisies. A smaller piece of black lace material. A little bit bigger piece of this blue lace material. And let me get a sheet of paper so you can kind of see the size reference. Okay, so this is a regular sheet of 8.5 by 11. So there's the piece of lace, of the blue lace. Here is the black lace, and each one will be about the same size. The laces are kind of roughly cut there. Then you will get a large piece of Alice in Wonderland fabric. And this should be enough to make a journal cover. Upside down. And that is approximately, they will be at least 17 by 12, but it is actually a little bit bigger than that, but at least 17 by 12. Now this one measures like 18 by 13, but they're all at least, well, both of them are over the 12 by 17. So it's a big enough piece for you to make a junk journal, and that's not counting the edge here. I did not measure with the edge, so that's actual usable. The usable printed part of the fabric is the measurements for that. Then you will get a couple of, there are 4 pieces of this thin red material. I didn't really have anything red, but I had a bunch of these leftover squares. Well, they're not square, but They are just under the size of a sheet of paper. So there's 4 of those, and it is just a thin cotton fabric. So there is all of that. Like I said, I'm kind of doing this because there is no way I can list every single thing that's in them on the site, on the listing. It's just so much stuff. Oh, I forgot a few things. Then we get into the paper. And I haven't really like sectioned off the paper yet. There is a few different sections in there, but there's a lot of stuff in here. So let's start with the bigger papers, or yeah, I'll put the small stuff on the side. Now each one of these will have the same amount of book pages, but they will be slightly different pictures. So this one is from an Alice in Wonderland book. But what is, I think this one's Through the Looking Glass, or hold on one second, I'll find out. Yes, so these ones are from Through the Looking Glass, and there will be 2 with actual characters. One with just the, is it 2? 2 with just the gears, 1 with the gears and a chapter reference, and then 1 of just words. So each one will have 6 of those pages. Yes, 6 of those pages from Through the Looking Glass. I just had to make sure. Then there'll be pages from Alice's Adventure in Wonderland book, and these will have pictures too. So you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 with the pictures, 1 with, or 2 with the smaller pictures, and 1 with just words again. I got pictures from, I've got pages from a few different Alice in Wonderland books. Then there is this one. This one was this was a really pretty book. And it had these, it was like choose your own adventure kind of, depending on what you did. So you'll get one with a name. This one has Alice. The other one I think has the Queen. One of these pages with the Gare print again. 2 different full illustration pages from those books, from that book. There'll be different pages. I'll show you the pages in the other book. Then you will get 2 of these traditional Alice in Wonderland, where it's the complete both. It's an actual spread. And they'll be different, of course, too. So, 2 whole spreads from that book. Then I had this book that was Ever After High, which has a bunch of the fairy tale characters too, and it was like a tea party book. So this page is from that book, and it's got like the tea party print on it. It's got the Queen of Hearts. This is actually would be the Queen of Hearts' daughter. So each one will have a page of the Queen of Hearts. It will have this teacup page, a page of the Queen, just a different page. This one is the Cheshire Cat's daughter, and one will have a page with her on it. And then this is Maddie Hatter, and she is the daughter of the Mad Hatter, and you'll get 1 page with her on it. I thought that was a cute, something a little different, but still Alice in Wonderland-y. You'll get a piece of this, which I believe was a like disposable table runner. It's a very strange texture. It's almost like paper towel, but it's really thick. But I thought that was kind of neat, so I included a piece of that. A piece of this wrapping paper, which is... What is the name of this? Oh, Dapper James paper. So I had folded this one in half. But there'll only be a few things that are actually folded in the whole kit. So this one. Then you will get 3 coloring book pages. This one has a cat coloring book page. The other one has something, I think it has a bunny coloring page. And that's a double-sided coloring page with the butterflies on the other side. Get one of this gear page to match the Through the Looking Glass. And this was a Crayola coloring sheet out of one of those kits. One coloring page like this. This one has the card suits. The other one has a heart and a locket. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Then there will be a couple of these vintage, well, no, they're from 2010 Alice in Wonderland pages. And there'll be one that is like a game on both sides. And then there'll be 2 with pictures. Now they'll be different from the other kit as well. Then there is a piece of this vintage wrapping paper. It is a large piece. It's like half of a whole sheet of wrapping paper. And it had this very pretty print with the flowers and the blue butterfly, which was perfect for Absalom. It does say congratulations, but I just thought it was so pretty. It reminded me of Alice in Wonderland. So I included a big piece of that. There are a couple sheets of blue Astro Brights paper, 24 pound. 2 of those. 2 red 24 pound paper. A heavier paper or a very light cardstock. This was a real heavy paper in this pretty blue. There are some vintage. Now these will be the same in both. These pages will be the same in both. And these pages will be the same in both. And this is a piece of vintage typewriter paper. This is 2 pieces of vintage kids drawing paper books for like little kids. This is from like the 80s, so it is yellowed and old. And then there are 2 pieces of this vintage note paper. This is also from like the 80s. Then there will be a piece of scrapbook paper, Alice in Wonderland. Both of them are different. And this is 12 by... It is 12 by like 9.5. So it is double-sided Alice in Wonderland paper. And on the other side, this one has the teapots. The other kit has a different paper, because I only had a couple... I had like 2 sheets of the Alice in Wonderland paper left, so I gave each kit 1. This is just a thick cardstock. It almost looks like watercolor paper. It has a texture, so that's a large piece too. You can see it's almost as big as the Alice in Wonderland. It's a piece of red cardstock, and that is pretty much the same size as the Alice in Wonderland cardstock. I mean, this is a heavy cardstocky paper. And then there is a big, huge envelope in case you wanted to make your cover out of the envelope. And this envelope is 12 by 9. So it is a very big, brand new white envelope. So that is all the large papers in the kit. And I will show you the different papers in the other kit at the end, since all the papers in the kits are pretty much different except for the wrapping paper and the vintage paper. All the different book pages. There are pages from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different Alice in Wonderland books. And then we're on to the smaller bits. Smaller bits here. The colors made, well, this is that pocket die cut. So it makes the little, with all the little slide pockets. These will be different colors. This one is a purple color in this first kit. Sorry. A pale blue cardstock tag. A red one. Some bunny die cuts. A couple heart die cuts. A die cut of the offcut of the paper with Alice. There are 2 of these candles. There are 2 of these little white bunnies cut out of paper. There are 4 small flowers, which were the center of these big flowers. And there are 4 of those in different colors. And then there's the 4 small pieces in different colors. So there's all of those die cuts. Then there is this portion, which there are a few will be different. So I think they both get a queen, but they will have different little cards, and there's one of each suit of the smaller cards. That's like a standard size card. There are a couple of these Alice in Wonderland cards. These will be different pictures. The queen, I believe, is the same. You both get the queen, but these 2 are different, so there'll be a different Alice and a different character. This is her cat. You'll each get one of these Valentines because it had, I want to say that's the cat, but that's definitely the bunny. So you'll each get one of those. Oh, 6 Alice in Wonderland books, because then there's these little tiny ones. Still thread in there. This little tiny Alice in Wonderland book, you get 2 of those spreads. So the whole spread. So it is 6 different Alice in Wonderland books. This is the Mad Hatter from the Ever After High. And it's just a little, like, cardboard, little playing piece. A couple colored index cards. An offcut of a different piece of the Alice in Wonderland paper with the Cheshire Cat. Three of these Alice in Wonderland little papers. A red heart tag. A Maddie Valentine, so the Mad Hatter's daughter Valentine. 2 of these little sheets of paper that says everyone is entitled to my opinion. 1 recipe card. 1 index card with the tea set. A couple of these. I think there's only 2. 2 of these no pages with the flowers. 1 blank greeting card with the envelope. 2 of these note pages with the flowers on the bottom. A white doily, a vintage doily that looks like the Gares. That's an actual vintage doily, the gold one. A napkin for decoupage, which has got the pretty flowers all over it. So this one's nice because it has the flowers all, sorry about that, all the way across. A paint chip. This one has a purple. The other one, I think, has a different shade of purple. And then this is vintage Hallmark stationery with the red rose. And then there's 1 blank sheet of the vintage stationery and 1 with the rose again. So that and then the We Are Memory Keepers pocket as well. So that is everything that is in the kits. It's a lot of stuff. But I like to make it so, like, whatever kind of theme you're going for, or like the feel, you know, a lot of people like Alice in Wonderland, but it depends on which, you know, what your favorite character is and what colors you prefer to have it and stuff like that. So I try to include for a little bit for everyone's preference. So like something for everyone. And then I will show you the differences in the other kit. Give me a second to move this out of my way. Okay, so here is the other kit, and then I will just kind of show you the differences. Whoops. Sorry about that. Okay, so these will all be the same, except for this one will be a reddish color for the queen. It still has that, still has one of those memory keeper pockets. All that will be the same. The cards are a little different, like I said. Different suits. So one of each different suit, because Queen did have all different suits. A Maddie chip, this one is slightly different from the other one. There's the Queen for this one. It's just a different card. Deck of cards. Okay, so here we have an Alice. This Alice is different. The Queen is the same. And then we have the rabbit. Or the, I'm sorry, the March Hare. The same two Valentines. Same piece of paper. This will all be, oh, here's the smaller book pages, because that will be different, I think, and this color. The color strip is slightly different from the other one, but it's still a purple. So we have these two in this one. And then go through the looking glass. We'll have the White Queen, the Red Queen. I love these illustrations. I like that they're so different from the other ones. Two of those with the just the gears. And they're very similar prints, these two, in both of them. This one with the on the side and a chapter number, and then this one that is just words. So those 6. Then these ones would be, there's this one, the Tea Party, the Cheshire Cat, Alice, and then that one has Absalom on the back, her going down the hallway, the two with the smaller pictures, and one of just words again. So just a random page from the book. And then this one has, like I said, this one says the Red Queen. This one has the red. Gare-like page. This one has these two prints. I love how different the artwork is from book to book. And then this book had a bunch of different artwork styles. Then these two from this book. So these two spreads from this book. The inside and the outside. And then you will get that teacup print page. Here is the Red Queen page. Shows you how to fold a heart napkin. Here's the Cheshire Cat page. Here's the Maddie Hatter page. Here are the coloring book pages in the other kit. So instead of the cat, there is a bunny. There is another cog page. And then here is the other with the locket and the key. Here is the coloring book pages for this one. So match the teapots, draw the Cheshire. Then there are these two pictures. And that's what's on the back of those two. Then the rest of this is all the same except for this page. And in this one, you get the flowers. So this is Alice in Wonderland paper 2. So that is everything. I think I covered everything. There is a lot of pieces in this kit. A lot of pieces, so I thought it would be nice just to do a video and show you. Like I said, I do have other kits. There are quite a few Disney kits up in my shop right now. There are much smaller kits with a lot less stuff in them, so they're kind of, what's in them is pretty much listed in the listing, so I hope that's helpful. But, so thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought. If there's something you think I should have added or maybe didn't belong in the kit, let me know. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.